So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proved positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
Hernes passes short and sharp. Cantona, and a chance! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And he's been shifted off it. Tonali did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Davids. Turns back here, probably the best option. Milan are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Rijkaard. Now it's Messi. And here's Eto'o, out towards the flank. Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Almost half an hour in now. Pelé. Quality ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Hernes has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And it's Lam. Oh, well played. Tonali. Messi. Eto'o. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He has found the way through. And this is Neymar. There's the shot! He scores! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And we hit half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
For everybody to please kindly remove any cars parked on the road outside the stadium. Substitution for Milan, number 9, Eto'o. Coming on to replace him is...
Second period then underway.
Vinicius Junior. Substitution.
Oh, what has happened here? Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Now it's Cantona. Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
No luck with that dink over the top. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Neymar. Looking for the run. And there's green grass ahead of him. Milan can breathe again. Just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Tries to play it through. Lam. Saliba produces the perfect tackle there. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Cantona receives it. Shot, surely! Goal, Milan! And they've got their lead back. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Milan take the lead. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Just about up to 75 minutes. Vinicius Junior. Aubameyang. Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Substitution for Milan. Number 3, Cannavaro. Number 70.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
69.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your...
Bale!
Substitution in progress.
And that's a real chance missed.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
And we have our very first corner. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Pings in, climbs up big! Oh, should have put that away. Corner number 2 then. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
5 minutes left on the clock.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Davids. Milan looking to pass their way through. Great vision.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Del Piero. And there's the shot! And that tested the keeper. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Cantona. And that is as far as it goes. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Cantona, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here.
Well, this fellow, Giorgio Chiellini, Peter, is one of the game's great thinkers.
Yeah, in both an academic and the shots! Brilliant from Pele!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already. So just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. So Pele! And he nearly went all the way.
Pele just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Hernes. Looking for the run. Cantona takes control of it and he's on the move. Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And here's Cantona. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is... And he's had a hit! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Substitutions taking place.
Messi goes short. Takes the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that is out of play. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's well spotted. Lam is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Now it's Pelé. Oh, good take and a good... There's the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Cantona really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Milan have their second corner now. That's a decent clearance. Spread it left. Cannavaro. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Dida. And it's Lam. That's Cannavaro. And the return pass. Nesta. Cannavaro. And it's Thuram. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Turns back here, probably the best option. James. Now he's got space here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Rijkaard. And the whistle goes for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Milan really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Milan sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
Substitution.
And the action is back on the way. Rijkaard. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Pelé, he's found it. It's Pelé! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. Rijkaard! Off the post. No, he didn't quite meet it right. And it's been taken short. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Honas! And it's there! 500 goals! 500 goals! Stop everything and remember where you were. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Played over towards the opposite flank. Great vision. And reclaimed it in a trice.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Milan disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Hernes. Milan finding their passes. Has a shot! Oh, that's a waste.
Messi probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Lam is always looking to play quality balls. The message is clear, none shall pass. Oh, a delicate chip through. Davids. Messi, and he welcomes it in. And it's Messi. Lam. Lam goes steaming forward. Hernes. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Conte. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Rijkaard. Tries to pass it through. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's picked his way through. Cross to the back post. Oh, smashing header! It's in! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. He's gone for goal! And that may well be that. That is that. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Messi reaching his double century today, well on his way to becoming a part of the furniture in this part of the footballing world.
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here too, Peter. You can really tell how eager he is to leave his mark on this game. And when he's in that sort of a mood, he usually gets what he wants.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Pele. Lam. Now that looks a decent ball. He is through here. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Definitely not one of his best. It's a throw-in. Can he get it through? Shot a goal! They want to be quick to recover this. Abiati with the clearance. So it is still 0-0. Lam has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Now the cross. Albert Ferrer with the clearance. Xavi Alonso. Davids. Look at the space here. Makaleli. Manchester United trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Oh no, what has happened here? And the shots! Goal! Manchester United! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Manchester... Oh, smashing header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
It's a searching pass. Messi. Chance here to counter. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Cafu getting this one clear. That'll be a throw-in. Chooses to go back. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Taken back almost at once. Olise has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Cross flung in towards the middle. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitution in progress.
That gets things going for the second half.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Del Piero. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's heaved it away. Del Piero comes under pressure and it's come loose. Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Bale. Now that's well seen too. And he's managed to get rid. That's a cute ball. Davids. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, nice touch. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Xabi Alonso puts his foot on the gas. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Kilishoy is onto this. Milan can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Abbiati chooses to deal with it himself. Knocks it into space. He's picked his way through. Swings it across. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Decent chance! So close to drawing level.
Well, you'd really expect him to hit the target from there.
And it's Bale. Time is running out here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Drogba shapes to shoot. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Up he goes! Oh, it's hit the post! Roberto Carlos gets rid without sophistication. Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's got away. Crosses it in. And he's there to clear it. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
And a quick reminder today to please...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Milan!
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. France have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5.
Decent chance! Loose ball now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And this is Messi. And they've been given a corner. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Bellingham picked out Messi! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Nicely weighted ball. He's picked his way through, hoisted in. And here's Cruyff. And that's a dangerous shapes to shoot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's in! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go on better, possibly. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Lahm. Ter Stegen claims comfortably. Now it's Cruyff. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's got the big shot at goal! Goal! Milan! And the comeback is complete. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the...
Now. It's a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his...
And the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. And he thumps it clear. Now it's Forlan. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Cruyff. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Messi has a look and plays it forward. Now, can they get him away? Oh, face-to-face, great chance! He's scored! And right on half-time, that is telling! The lightness of step, and the referee brings the first half to a close. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. Milan to lead, but it's quite a game. Half-time, 3-2.
To please take all litter to bins located by the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Substitution for France, number 8, El Hadj Diouf. Number 19,
Here we go again then.
Messi. Number 9.
Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looking for options for movement.
Number 11.
Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to...
There's the shot! And he hits the net! And there's the goal they've been looking for. There was to be only one outcome.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Milan go 2 up and into a position of real... Can he finish? And it's in! Right back in the game! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Well, it's an inspired substitution, terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it.
And the shot! That's another chance! He scores! It's level again! What a match we have!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
This has become one superb game of football.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Messi being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Takes a shot! Goal, Milan! And with that, he takes home the match ball. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Well timed, excellent interception. Davids. Hernes. Looking to play him in. Batistuta. Nice looking ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Cruyff! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Substitution.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Looking for a runner. Oh, well played, well played.
France really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
5 minutes added time.
Oh, what has happened here? Chance, surely! Goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah,
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Quick reminder today, please have your entry tickets at hand as it's time to announce today's winning lottery numbers.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is a key...
He's having a shot! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So, a breakthrough already. Pele, and it's Batistuta. Thuram calmly anticipates. And the pass is intercepted. Lisandro Martinez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rijkaard. Hazard. Referee's given a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Rijkaard. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Nicked it back promptly. That is good alertness. Messi, he might be in here! And that's a throw-in. Here's a chance! Oh, well played, well sorted out. And no, that was never going to make it. 30 minutes gone. Now it's Rice. Oh, easy pickings there. Zola. Quality ball. Oh, delightful ball.
That was lovely, that.
He has found the way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's a sharp pass. He's through here. Picked out brilliantly. Shot a goal! It's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. And the shot! And it's there! And they're at it again, in double quick time. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an...
And it's half-time here. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Milan, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break. And the second half gets underway. Messi. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. He's shifting through the gears here. Messi! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. It's in! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Batistuta at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And yes, it's him again. It's become a case of men against boys. Threads one in. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Batistuta in acres of space out wide. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Zola plays it short. Big chance! Neymar. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Galatasaray needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. The referee's awarded a free kick. Lam. It's a pretty loose pass. Messi tries to play it through, and this is Neymar. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Batistuta. Decent chance! He scored! And he is just ripping it up!
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Milan are having a ball here. He's picked his way through. Delivers the ball. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, almost a sixth.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Nicely weighted ball. Lam. And it's Davids.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Kamavinga.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Rice. And that's really well manoeuvred. And Messi! Oh, denied at the last. Martinez. Oh no, this does not look good. He's had a shot! It's in! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
It's a mass exodus now, certain sections of the stadium.
And time is up. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Elise, will be very much on show here. He's, I think, superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved anywhere else in the team because he's expert in that area. And I think the next phase...
And Messi! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? Engages and forces him off the ball. Tries to pass it through. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. And here's Messi. Davids. Now it's Batistuta. Can he finish? Crossbar comes to the rescue. And that's been one... Has another go! Ah, he's fizzed it forward. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Olise showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Takes aim and crosses. And he's there to clear it. Batistuta. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
30 minutes gone. Batistuta. Hernes. And he's managed to get free. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Looking to play him in, and he was quick to react. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Batistuta, and he's there to belt it away. Oh, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Dembele. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Batistuta. Kunde. And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution for Milan, number 6, Batistuta.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Number 18.
Milan have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Oh, easy pickings there. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. And it's Davids. And here's Bale. Great vision. He slings it in. Messi. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And he was alert to it. Rijkaard. Julie. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? That's a risky ball, you've got to say. It's played through for him. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And here's Bale. Lam. It's a good run down the right. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Looking for options for movement. Into the last quarter of an hour. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Batistuta.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
He is through here. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. He's got away. Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Danger averted for now. And there goes the final whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Batistuta. Great defending, strong and determined. Messi, he's found... Oh, shooting chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Played out to the left flank. That looks a good cross. And that's a throw-in. Lahm picks it up out wide. Cleared away. Looking for the run. Oh, played right into his path. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Messi might just make this. Now it's Pelé. Looking for options for movement. Pelé showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Out for a throw. And it's Zanetti.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, that's nice. That's a throw. Goulet. Nicely spread. Threads one in, and he's worked it through. Now it's Batistuta. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Still goalless at the moment. Kaká. Dida gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Batistuta going about things with real menace. Looking for a runner. Well read, nice interception. Almost half an hour in now. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And it's hoisted clear. Milan are looking to go forward now. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta. That is lovely. Crosses it in. And the finish! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. It's run loose here. And it's Lahm. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's gone for a throw-in. Goulet. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pelé tries to get it clear. Excellent challenge there, uncompromised. He rises! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Tries to play it through. This might spell danger. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. This to go one up. What a save from Peter Schmeichel!
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
There will be 1 minute at a
It's
time.
a searching pass. Quality ball. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I would say, Peter, that the scoreline isn't entirely reflective of that first half. There's been a decent ebb and flow. The penalty obviously jumps out as the moment, but there's plenty of time left to see things change.
Messi.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Number 23.
And the game has already resumed here.
Milan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
That's a lovely pass. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Nicely shaped ball. Floated through. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And he's there to belt it away. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Batistuta. He's got away. Can he finish? Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Milan presented with a golden opportunity here. So the most significant moment of the game. And he's missed altogether.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
Zanetti. Ball's gone out of play. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Can he get it through? Davids. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Just eases him off the ball. Davids has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Zola. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Aimed beyond the defence. Cleared away. Just about up to 75 minutes. It'll be a throw-in. Passing is crisp and sharp. Best. Shevchenko! And here's Goulet. It's going to be another throw. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Goulet finds himself offside.
Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Works it forward.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Davids. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, no question, that's a foul.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Alarm. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Guardiola.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
Please watch the screen for train departure
So all
times
square,
from all
we
local
need a winner,
stations.
and we will be back for extra time.
Substitution for Milan. Number 21, Pele. Number 6, Batistuta.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time.
Zico. Substitution in progress.
Cruyff can so cleverly bypass the press. Deep cross. Terrific header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Bale. The ball is loose and the chase is on. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he's gone looking for safety. Now it's Cruyff. Best. Davids. Zola. Now it's Bale. Now it's Zico. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's Cruyff. Zola.
That's good play from him.
Oh, that's fabulous. Zola! Oh, that's incredible! And surely that has won the day! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
We've reached the midway point in extra time.
Please make sure to watch the screen.
Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Substitution for Milan. Number 26. Targets.
Exhaustion,
Number 25,
physical and mental. Will we find a winner?
Number 19.
It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Van Dijk cuts it out.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Del Piero is wide and looking to get onto this. They get a throw in. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Best. No, again, there's no way through. And it's Bale. Plays a sharp little ball here. 1-0 as we head towards the end.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Milan have got it back. And Del Piero! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Zico! Zico! Simply magnificent! A finish right from the top draw. 2 up. That's that, the end. Milan can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven as they went about their business in Anfield.